The Angry Chicken is a production of Amove TV. Bookmark amove.tv for more gaming and esports shows. The Angry Chicken is directly supported by listeners like you via patreon.com/TAC. And if you would like to see a live recording of The Angry Chicken, come on out to CreateCon in Orlando this July. Tickets and info over at createconvention.net.
Everyone, get in here! Ready for action! I've got the beast in my sight.
A podcast about Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. This is the Angry Chicken.
Hooray indeed! This is the Angry Chicken Brawl for pick a hand. Any hand. Seriously. Just pick your hand, because that's basically what you're doing here. Anyways, I'm Gary Wines-Earl. I'm sitting here with Willie Dills, Gregory, and Jocelyn Moffat, and we're back for another Brawl episode. It is a new Brawl this week, so we're doing a Brawl show. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. A little tired. Had a long stream last night, and then I was like getting ready to stop, and then Frodan hosted me for like 500 people, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, you don't really.
I guess this is just my life now.
Yeah.
You really don't get to walk away from that, do you?
No. Like I'd had several at that point, so I was like, I was about to be done, man. What are you doing? But thank you anyway, Frodan. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Frodan. What was I watching over the? What was it? DreamHack or something? I don't even remember. But dude, his hair is nuts now. I love it.
Yeah.
I love his hair.
That's
so
his
jealous.
thing now.
Yeah.
He says he's never going to have just non-colored hair ever again. It's always going to have something weird going on.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it makes me so happy too, and so jealous, because, oh man, I just wish my hair was that dope.
It could be.
You know, a little bit of bleach and a little bit of color, and we could do that at CreateCon.
Wouldn't that be great? Just come out, for the, what do we call it? Open it.
Yeah, you used to rock the like stripe, man.
Yeah, you got all boring on me. I got all boring on me.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jocelyn, both of us have been, we've been a little lazy with our absurd colored hair duties as of late.
It's just so much time, money, and effort to maintain, but it will be pink again for CreateCon.
It is.
I'm just biding my time.
Now, Jocelyn,
I can pink you too, Garrett, if you want.
Ooh. Wait, I can pink you? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's gonna get captured for the wrong reasons. That's I've always wanted pink hair.
Pink hair.
So sign me up. I've always wanted to have pink hair.
It looks cooler than you think.
Yeah. So
no, I think it looks exactly as cool as I think it looks, because I think it looks awesome. Do it.
All right, so you're in too then, Dills? That's what I'm getting from that comment?
Sure. Why the hell not? Nice. Actually, so I was going to go down to I was trying to make an appointment yesterday to go get my hair cut, and then I was thinking, what do I even want them to do? So I think I might just do like a mohawk or something, because I don't have a job. Like, I don't like go into any place.
Oh, you should totally mohawk, and then after you mohawk, then we can just color just the mohawk, and it's going to be epic.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Apparently, Friday night before CreateCon is just going to be get our hair did.
Get your hair did. Yep.
It'll be HairCon.
Oh, I have to do your nails too. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, we got to get nailed for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to get nailed. Exactly. We will get nailed. Anyways, let's talk about this brawl. So this week's Tavern Brawl is called Pick a Hand, Any Hand. In this brawl, guys, we get to create a 7-card deck. But that's not all. You also get to fill the remaining 23 slots with unstable portals. Come on down. This brawl's kind of nuts. The really important thing to note about this brawl is that those portals will be added to your deck after the mulligan phase. So hence why it is called Pick a Hand, Any Hand, because you get to really game the system on what your opening hand is going to be.
You basically get to decide exactly what your opening hand is, because the cards you throw away, you're going to get the other ones, right? Mm-hmm. So it's almost guaranteed that you will get whatever opening hand you are trying to get.
Yep.
Which I didn't catch on to at first. Again, like I read it, but I just assumed, like I just read the first part and I was like, let's go. So that's on me. And I just assumed,
this was the best, like, here are your instructions. Like,
Yep.
I feel like a month ago, they would have just said the first sentence of what was on the original Tavern Brawl, like, screen. But it actually said, you get your portals after you mulligan.
And
so
it was in big letters, too. So
it
I
was.
missed
It wasn't
that.
even a hover over thing. So
I know.
it's totally on you.
I've been arguing to have a little,
Yeah.
question mark to explain everything, and I don't even read the rules. So
I was going to say, if they did, you're like the perfect case. You're like, give me instructions. But then
Yeah.
if they had put it behind a button, you wouldn't click the button.
nah, I just go in there.
You
I
don't
just
even
do
read
it.
the sentences in front of you.
now, Dills, I'm kind of curious. Do you write IKEA and you're like, guys, you got to get more instructions. You got to get them. But then you buy your I'm trying to think. I don't know, your Swedish fish desk, and instead
my
you
whatever.
literally open the box, you pull out the book, you throw the book out the window, and you try to assemble it yourself.
No, they got pictures though. So beautiful pictures.
Well, there's a picture on the Tavern Brawl too. He's got 7 cards spread out in front of him, telling you to pick.
I can't.
There's a lot of these Tavern Brawls have like flavor text essentially within their, their actual writing. So I figured, that's probably just flavor text. I get it. It's make tempo mage. I got it.
I can't.
So that's what I did.
I can't argue with it has pictures. I really can't argue with that.
By the way, tempo mage totally worked. I just the deck I built totally won because I just did Mana Worms, Flame Wakers, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I can't remember what the other one. I think I put a Lotheb in because I was like, I'll just take away their ability to cast spells.
That 7th card could literally be whatever. You could close your eyes and just pick, and you're probably fine. You're probably
But after
fine.
thinking about it and seeing what some other people came up with, I think I might need to go back in there and test some other stuff.
Yeah,
I went with Frostbolts instead of Sorcerer's Apprentices. And basically every other class that I went up against had like a 1-3 to start. And I was like, nope. And then I just won.
Yeah, early game removal is actually pretty damn good in this. I've talked to a lot of folks who have been playing Warrior because 2 Fiery War Axes. You know how we all sit here and we go, every Warrior gets to start with Fiery War Axe. They're guaranteed unless I play it. Well, this time it is literally guaranteed that you will start with Fiery War Axe.
This is true. I actually got Golden Warrior the other day, and I'm pretty sure that now I always get Fiery War Axe in my opening hand. I think it's the rule.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Blizzard hard-coded that in.
That's the perk, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty, and you will need something else to do 1 more damage for the Flame Waker that is guaranteed to come down against you. Because I don't know, but you guys, I only played a couple of games, but both were against mages. It's just like guaranteed at this point. I'm out traveling at the moment. I'm in New Mexico. I'm not home, so I didn't get a chance to play the brawl immediately after it came up. So I was like reading text from you guys. You're like, Tempo Mage is just really good again for Brawl. And I was seeing a lot of the same complaints on Twitter and on Reddit. So what I did is I went on Reddit and I was like, well, what else have people come up against? I refuse to play Tempo Mage. And there's some great suggestions. Yeah. There's some fantastic suggestions. So the first thing I did, which was suggested by Cokeman5, which is, I hope it's the soda. And he went with 2 hobgoblins, 2 wisps, 2 tiny fins, and an angry chicken. And guys, this is what I took into this Tavern Brawl for game 1, and I slaughtered the mage across from me. It was fan-freaking-tastic.
Sounds pretty good.
Angry
You could
Chicken.
do this in Druid and also have a couple innervates, though, too, and you could just do it all on, like, turn 1.
Yes, you could. That was what I did for game 2. I innervated out a Burly Trog on turn 1 with my coin and was just laughing as it got huge.
Yeah. You could even like triple innervate Trogzor. Just be like, what?
Yeah, there's some fun stuff you can do with innervate in this brawl.
I saw innervate Yogg like a couple times. Which seems fun, but also your Yogg is only going to go off with like three or 4 spells, unless you draw it like way later. But
yeah, I think there is fun here with Yogg if you obviously if you put him in and then just don't plan to use him until later.
Yeah.
So just a bunch of early game and Yogg, but
yeah,
still,
I think that's the play. Yeah.
Still keep Yogg because the chances of finding him in your sea of unstable portals are pretty slim, and then who knows, you might get another Yogg from an unstable portal.
That's true. A cheaper one.
Man.
Yeah.
The dream.
That is the dream. That is the dream, or the nightmare. Yep. So,
No, that's you, Sarah. Get it? Because she has nightmare card. Get it?
Yep. The one I haven't tried, but I want to try next was suggested on the subreddit by EA Wood 23, which was to play Rogue and do 2 preparation, 2 backstab, 2 eviscerate, and Edwin, which gives you a turn 3 14/14 Edwin.
Okay.
Wow.
I saw somebody had posted about that too, saying it's probably better to only put 1 backstab because you won't actually have something to use your second backstab on, because there might not be another creature on there. But what you could do too is do 1 backstab and 1 wisp, right? Or 1 tiny fin, and then you guarantee that you can play it. Yeah, no matter what. Yeah, the whole point is just get the giant Edwin, right? So.
Big Edwin out. It's just like, did you bring the right removal? Of course you didn't.
Yeah, no one's playing big game hunter, man.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, maybe they go up against Jocelyn and they're like, "That's a cute frostbolt. Edwin will see you next turn."
Arden, Vinny, Andrea in chat says innervate Alarmobot and then big minions.
That's cool too. That is cool too.
Okay.
Although a lot of people are running removal that could kill an Alarmobot.
Yeah, that's true. A Fiery War Axe would shut that down pretty quick.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the? Speaking of Big Game Hunter, have you guys seen the lamentations of players on Twitter saying that their opponent got Big Game Hunter out of an unstable portal?
Oh wow.
Yeah, Whoops. That has to hurt. That has to feel pretty bad. I know I'm laughing at your misfortune, but I sympathize. I'm sure that is not fun. I'm sure that's not fun.
Yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna have to go try some of these out. These seem pretty fun. I like the idea of the Hobgoblin deck. That seems fun. Because fun. You go crazy on the first turn, then you're like, what, and then they can't do anything. But I'm going to try on the Druid with the interview. I think that's my next thing. And of course, you got to try to make the big Edwin. Okay. All right, I'm reinvigorated on this brawl. I did not like it. I went into this one and I played it. I got my pack and I was like, okay, I got it. I'm done. I'm out.
I feel like it's just because first day there are some really just go-to decks whenever it's a constructed brawl that make the first 24 hours of a brawl when everyone just wants to get in and get their pack really not fun. And I feel like that's probably a little bit of the issue with us doing the episode when we do the episode, that all of the try hard players are playing what we're playing, so they're not finding the fun. And then later on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people are starting to find the fun and starting to play around with it. And so we don't get the fun play experience before we do the episode. So we're just brawl. Tempo mage and warlocks everywhere.
Yeah.
I think, though, I've shot myself a little bit in the foot by having the 3 accounts because I feel like I need to do it on all 3. And then it's like a chore, It's like doing my garrison stuff in World of Warcraft. I'm like,
do your daily.
Gotta log in, do my garrison stuff. How many more times am I going to mine this stupid shaft? How many more times am I going to pick these dumb herbs?
Dills has
I think I did that for the first week. That's it.
You heard it here first, folks. Dills has had enough of his shaft.
I've had enough mining my shaft, dude. I'm leaving that thing unmined. It's a mess in there.
Yeah. I could make a suggestion for you, Dills.
What's that?
Don't play Brawl on all 3 accounts.
Okay. That's a good idea. I think I'll probably only play it most of the time on my other 2. Yeah, the free packs matter on those ones. I have all the classic cards already, the main one.
Yeah, I think especially after this week, I think I might do this from now on. I think I may just wait a day and peruse the community, see what ideas they've come up with, see if that sparks some creativity for myself. This is another reason I'd really like to see. I'd like to see some sort of chat channel or something in the game, because it'd be really cool if when the Brawl came out, there was Brawl, slash Brawl theory crafting or something, and you go in and everyone's just talking about the ridiculous Brawl decks. Because it's easy. I feel. Sorry, what was that?
I said, isn't there a subreddit for that, though?
Yes, but wouldn't it be better if it was just in the game?
Yeah, just live. Yeah, just happening live. The subreddit that I always go to for the brawls is the competitive Hearthstone, competitive HS, because they always have a Tavern Brawl thread right when it comes out.
Yeah,
I think
that's where everyone's putting stuff.
Main Hearthstone has a sticky Tavern Brawl thread, I think, too.
Oh, do they?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
They always have a post each week at the very least, and it's not hard to find. You just type in Brawl and sort by this week. But that's we talk about a lot on here, how we would like the rules to just be in game, so we don't have to leave game to do that. And I would also like the community discussion to be happening in game, or at least there to be the option to have the community discussion in the game.
So, I agree. I completely agree. Yeah.
So I don't know. Good on you, Hearthstone community this week. You guys made this brawl exceptionally fun for me. So thanks.
I think I need to get back in there and not just play mage. I need to play some fun things.
Try some stuff out.
Make your own fun. Because, I saw that. I was like, oh, God, Flamewaker again. And I'm like, no, not this time. I refuse. I refuse.
Not doing it.
I refute your reality and I substitute my own. So, overall, I had a good time with that. Again, I don't think it has the most replay factor of all the brawls we've come across, but I didn't think it was too bad. I had a good time with it. So, Dills, if you had to pick a hand, any hand, a completely arbitrary review score, what would you give it?
I'd give it one messy shaft.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I don't even know how.
Out of 3, by the way. That's out of 3 messy shafts.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
The possibility of 3. I give it 1.
Well, Jocelyn, I giggled with you on that one.
Thank you.
That was an intentional make Joss giggle one there. There was no accidental giggle.
You may have my giggle.
That was no accident giggle. Right,
Jocelyn, what would you give pick a hand, any hand?
One legendary Alakir from my classic pack. Thumbs up.
Ooh, nice. Is there which is my my dickish follow-up question. Jocelyn, is there a different rarity of Alakir?
Shut up.
Legendary one, Garrett, not the epic one. That one doesn't have like a bubble or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The epic one just has 3 out of the 4.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna give it 3 3/3s alongside my Hobgoblin on turn 3. Out of 3.
Out of how many 3/3s?
Well, I don't know, out of a potential, I don't know, 5 3/3s.
All right.
So I liked it. I had a fun with pick a hand, any hand, and this is a brawl I wouldn't mind seeing again in the future when more cards are added to the game.
I agree.
So, well, before we take an email and wrap this up, let's thank our patrons who are supporting us over on patreon.com/TAC. On this episode, we are going to thank Jersey, who I think already won the name game, but we'll see. Richard J, also thanks to you. Thank you to John, Dylan P, Vincent Q, Jeffrey S, Austin F, and The Buttress. Sorry, Jersey still wins. So,
but Buttress.
Yeah, Buttress. The Buttress, spelled with a 3 instead of an E on the.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, just so you know, this is a Brawl episode. You can also send emails or crazy game stories that are Brawl specific to tacpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to include the word Brawl somewhere in the subject field. Our story, well, actually, this is an email, comes to us from Maniacs. I see what you did there. It's like the state Maine with the animal yak tacked on the end. Ah, you clever person. Anyway, Maniacs writes, "Hey, perturbed peckers, I was thinking about the ratings you give the brawls. What if the numbers weren't just arbitrary?" But that makes no sense. No, it continues. I was thinking the number you could give.
System?
The number you.
Oh, a system.
Yeah. I was thinking the number you give could be the number of weeks before you'd like to see the brawl repeat. The brawls that are really awesome to play would get lower numbers. Brawls that aren't that great would get enormously high numbers, like the numbers of stars in the universe, for instance. Okay. You could also suggest a tweak and how that would affect your ratings. For instance, you'd probably give the Pick 2 Brawl a higher number because Hunter, Mech Warper, Metal Tooth Leaper was too good. But if they made that Brawl standard, you'd give it another shot in a couple of months. Anyways, just a thought. And I do like this thought, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's not bad. But it's totally arbitrary. Plus, we don't know how many brawls are actually being planned that we don't know about, so maybe there's brawls I'd want more and I don't know about them yet. Weird. Things get weird, man.
I really like this idea because it made it so that the ratings actually would mean something. I wouldn't mind playing this 2 or 3 weeks from
saying
now.
that my messy shaft doesn't mean nothing?
No, but see, you could still say I never want to play this brawl again. So it's as if my messy shaft has 1 million nodes in it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
You can still have the fun. The fun comes when you never want to play that brawl again.
All right, I'm on board.
All right. Well, I can't promise we will stick with this.
No.
Because I really like our wacky, arbitrary ratings. But
I'll give it a shot. I'll give this one 20 weeks when there's a new set out. There you go.
Okay.
20.
20. Okay.
20. Out of a possible infinity.
Well, here's I think probably the easiest way to kind of handle this, which is how soon would you like this brawl to repeat? And for me, it would be when there's new cards on this particular
after
brawl.
new cards come out. Yes.
Yeah, when there's new cards.
And not a moment sooner.
No.
Do you hear us, Blizzard?
Yeah.
Do heroes Blizzard who do not need to listen to us and can honestly probably tell us to go F ourselves?
I wonder if they listen to this version of the Angry Chicken. I wonder. Do they have like a Tavern Brawl team? Is there like,
I bet there is. There must be.
I know, like, they probably, it's just, whatever. We got to ask them.
I like to think that they
Who's
did a
in
little
charge?
fist pump when they're like, oh man, the Angry Chicken, they started their own version of the show specifically for our game mode. Woo! But
Oh,
in
no,
reality,
now
they were
that, Garrett, people are going to be like, oh, where's our arena show? Now you've done it.
Well, you poked
Speaking.
me. You poked me. Cynical retort incoming. When they start giving Arena any love at all is when we'll start doing an Arena show. So, anyways, that's going to do it for this Angry Chicken Brawl episode. Get out there, guys. Pick the 7 best cards you could ever possibly want to be part of your starting hand and have some fun. Really, if I were to order you to do anything, I demand you get out there and play something other than Tempo Mage. Do it. Do it now. Go out there and have fun, folks. Thanks again to our patrons supporting us over at patreon.com/TAC. No new iTunes reviews this week, but if you are listening to Tech Brawl and you listen on iTunes, drop us a review. We'd really appreciate it. Anyways, we'll be back next Tuesday for our usual Prime episode. Thanks to our Patreon producers, Declan H., Peter Williams, and King Louie. Get our swag over at bit.ly/AMoveStore and follow the show right here on Twitter at TAC Podcast. Dills, where can folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Willie Dills. You can check out the streams, twitch.tv/WillieDillsSF. The Instant Stormcast, and the YouTube channel is youtube.com/WillieDillsSF. There will be a new video maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow because there's rendering and all that kind of stuff. But it'll be another Hearthstone Fun Dills Mentals. Apparently, that's what I should have called it instead of Fundamentals. But
Don't you love it when the chat room names your stuff like way better than you ever
yeah,
could?
you're like, damn it, where were you
Yeah.
when I was actually coming up with this?
Fun Dill
But yeah,
Mentals.
so it should be a new one. It's just about like how like when to use removal and when to save it and all that kind of stuff. It'll be interesting.
Cool.
Hopefully you'll like it.
Sweet. Jocelyn, how about yourself?
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch. I am at Joss Plays. Otherwise, I do the Gamers In right here on twitch.tv/AMoveTV every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. Well, you can find me in the New Mexico desert trying to find my pants for at least one more day. But after
What
that,
happened to your kids?
other people will know what I'm referencing.
Breaking Bad reference, right?
Yes, thank you.
Oh. I was like, that went weird.
Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at GarrettArt and all of the other podcasts I do at amove.tv, including Embrace the Spoilers with Jocelyn and I, where we spoil things like Game of Thrones and the Warcraft movie. So go check out the Embrace the Spoilers feed.
You should throw a pizza on your host's roof and just be like, huh? Reference.
Yeah. Oh, crap. It's a flat roof.
Don't
you can't
you get
see it. A lot of flat roofs out here, by the way.
I really like the look of New Mexico. It's all the like the Pueblo looking whatever stuff. I
Yeah,
don't know what
the
you call
architecture
it,
out here is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's cool.
It is so freaking cool. I love the way all the houses and just even office buildings look cool. I feel like I'm on Tatooine. It's
but-
sweet.
Nice.
I really dig it. So if you haven't been out here,
I got that reference.
thanks. Thank you, Jocelyn.
got it.
Thank you.
job.
I'm glad that when you don't get it, we must stop the show to explain it, and when you do get it, we still have to acknowledge that
Just
you
stop
understand.
the show to let us know.
Yep.
I will remember this the next time. You make a reference, Jocelyn. I'll just be like, now, Jocelyn, could you break that down for me?
Deeper.
Hey, you're the one that said you lost your pants. That requires explaining. I'm sorry.
Fine. Well put. Well, I can't argue with that. Anyways, that'll do it, guys. As always, job's done.
Job's done.
Job's done.
Yes.